Students voicing concerns following a hazing report involving a school in the Rio Grande Valley. The investigation is being handled by the Corpus Christi Police Department. The allegations surround a Sharyland sports team, and the incident may have happened here back in November. Christian Colon, with our affiliate in the Valley, has all the details.
From Pioneer High School.
A common theme expressed throughout a special board meeting called last night at the Sharyland School District.
I really do think that the punishment does not really meet the standards of the community that I'd like to believe that we live in.
Another comment from a student regarding an alleged victim.
The victim, had to move schools because he couldn't come back to somewhere like he was violated, you know?
The public comments addressing an alleged hazing incident that is said to have happened in Corpus Christi. Mission PD confirming a report of hazing was filed in their city, but that investigation is being handled by Corpus Christi PD. A spokesperson telling Channel 5 News this is an active investigation and no other details are being released because the incident involved juveniles. They did say the investigation dealt with an incident that happened in November but reported in December.
So the punishment is going to depend on the severity of the actual act that occurs while there is hazing. But in school districts, hazing is prohibited altogether, no matter if it's not severe, from the least severe to the most severe. So, generally school districts do punish kids even if the acts are not severe, because hazing is just prohibited, no matter what.
School law attorney Benjamin Castillo says hazing is handled on a case-by-case basis. It's rare in the Valley from his experience. The term means an intentional, knowing, or reckless act occurring on or off campus. The act can endanger the mental or physical health of a student.
Student were to commit a crime against another student, I mean, hazing's not the only thing they got to worry about.
Under Texas law, hazing must be punished by school officials, but the type of punishment is up to each school, such as detention. If it's severe, students can be placed under alternative education or be charged criminally if the students violated the criminal code.